So today is an exceptional opportunity. We are going to learn about the destructive environment at work, all the way from Serbia with Aleksandra. Aleksandra, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks for giving me opportunity to talk about my experiences at work. I'm Aleksandra. I'm coming from Serbia, and I have finished the economics at the National University of Economics in my capital city here, and it was really nationally okay university, but to find a job at a little town, it's not so, it's a little bit difficult.
It is.
And all the companies want when students just finish their studies to have experience, but not all students have so much time to have to work while they study at their studies. And I was amongst those students that didn't work, that just studied. So the first job, and I was really hungry for the work and for the knowledge. I wanted to try anything and everything, but that's not a really good thing to do, because when you're new in those work places and so on, it's easily for you to get distracted by wanting to learn and to accept anything for you. And that's not really good, because the first work I got after the university was from our National Service of Employment. They gave salary, miserably salary, for newborn workers, and every year it's different, the salary and the time, how much months you're on it. But at that time I was working at the accounting agency, and at first the boss of that agency had to be my mentor, so that I would easily study and everything. But the first day I came to work, he got on a holiday with his family. And my mentor was a girl, a woman, not much older than me, and who has just a few years experience more than me. And she was so busy with work that she couldn't help me, that she couldn't I couldn't understand all those numbers and documentations and so on. And I was just, how you say, I was viewing I was watching what she would do, but it's really not easy task. And I was happy to have my own salary, my first salary, and to go to job, to be independent, at 20s and so on. But after some time, they viewed me like someone that could do everything outside of the agency, to go to finish some things and to work in the agency. So for the same salary, I was working for much more, and I was exhausted, and I didn't have enough time to learn. And the colleagues at that time didn't not want to show me how to do it efficiently and much more faster, but sometimes they didn't want, and sometimes they couldn't. And I didn't improve for like 10 months there. I didn't improve, you know, I didn't learn anything new. I was just at the same place where I was. And I was like so frustrated and angry why I am there. What's my purpose there? I was just like a postman, you know. And after that, I went to another agency,
Okay.
accounting, and oh my God, really, just have in mind that really be careful what you wish for. I wish to be stronger. And I went to an agency where the work environment was the colleagues were okay, but the work was like whole day long to do, and you can't finish your own work, you know. And I was volunteering there. I would 3 months I didn't get any payment, and after that I would get something just so I would have anything, you know, to be there. And I learned there a lot, you know, a lot, but I made some stupid and serious mistakes there. But I came to know now that those mistakes that I made at that time that were so serious were from lacking of mentoring and for very fast going into that serious matters, and I needed time to learn it slowly, you know. So you really, and I was like always, yes, I can do it. Yes, just give me, yes, yes, yes. I didn't know I can say no, that I'm not ready for it, that I need some time and so on. And I had at my latest job, where I was the longest, I changed a few times jobs, but I was looking for something better that is for me, you know, that I have enough working hours for my okay salary and enough time for myself after the work. But how you say, first 6 months there were okay, really. The colleagues were okay, environment was okay, and so on. I was learning stuff, you know, but some things happened, blah, blah, blah. And the latest part at the beginning of this year was completely like 180 degrees different, you know. Those women around me were different, their behavior changed, and the workload was much more larger than it was before, you know. And something happened, and there were applied some mistakes, you know. I made some mistakes, others made some mistakes, some workers before me made some mistakes, and we came to know about it at that time. But one colleague was like, she was like, the time telling me the time that is my fault, that I made all those mistakes. No one else, but my mistakes were the largest ones, were the stupidest ones. I don't know much more. And I was guilty for my mistakes and her mistakes and someone else's mistakes, you know that. And I was pretty much a reserved person, and I was shy and I was frightened, you know. I couldn't speak up for myself. And she would blame me every single day for something. And it lasted for a month and a half, for 2 months approximately. And I didn't want to go to the job, you know. I was like, when I wake up, you know, when you with your whole being know that something bad will happen at the workplace, and that you don't know, that you don't want to go there because you really know, because it happened before. And I was after that, because I was so stressed, I had problems with my heart and anxiety problems, panic attacks. I was really afraid of that woman, you know, and the other two didn't want to stand up for me, or they would say something to me that is in my favor, but not in front of her, you know. And after that, I really, after months of those anxiety and so on, all those problems and mobbing I received there. And when I was guilty for one mistake that she said to me that I must pay for that mistake. And I was like, why? Why? There were mistakes before, but no one paid for it, you know. She blamed me that I was a thief, and I am not a thief, because one colleague gave me the mandarin, you know, because they in magazine they can eat the vegetables and fruits without paying for some leverage, you know. But we in the office must pay for it. And first, all of them eat it. But the second time, she told me that I'm a thief, that I'm like this, like that, and so on. And my friends are like, why are you still there? You know that you're not thief, that you're a responsible person, that you want to finish your work, to learn more, and to improve yourself. And for miserable payment, you're there. Why are you doing that, you? And I was like, I didn't eat, you know, and I like eating, really. I like to eat. I was like just skin and bones. And after that, when I reconciled with myself that I can't finish that workload that I have, that I must that I must quit that job for my personal reasons, for my health, to not deteriorate to that extent, and to just say, no, it's enough, you know, it's enough, that's it. And really, it was much easier to breathe when I left that company. So I came to upon the realization that I don't want to work for miserable pay and payment, and to do anything for anyone, you know, because uh, you need to know when to say no. I can do it that and that, but after that I will not go for it. I need some time to learn about it so I can be more comfortable while doing it, you know. I can't at this exact moment know all those stuff to do what you needed a few years to learn, right? And well, that's a lesson learned. And really, your health is something that is much more important from anything else, because if you're not healthy for to go to work, why would you go there to earn some money, because you can't spend it after that, right? And the bills for the medication now are really high, so you must wisely choose. And that environment, I said a few times, it's better to have average salary, but a good environment you work at, than to have a huge salary, but to be surrounded with bad people around you who will only gossip and stab you in the back whenever the chance they have. So, well, lesson learned.
That is awesome, Alexandra. Okay, so my question here, if you are going to face Miss Mandarin one more time, what would you tell her?
Now I can stand up high and mighty, you know. I can look her in the eyes and say, no, I'm not the thief. That's your way of explaining stuff, but what to say when they all like me and they want to give me some stuff, you know, what to do for that? I'm favorable. Sorry, but I'm not a thief. I'm here and now, and I will just go my way after that, and I will not stress for it, because she's not worthy for my health and me, you know. She's just I think 15 years older from me, and she's so angry, I think, at herself and whole world for some reason. But I'm not that person. I'm like this, and that's enough for me.
If you're going to face Mr. Mentor and his Mrs. Mentor as well, what would you tell them and what kind of help would you have asked for more?
Well, I would be much more persistent to pull them to learn, not to be so observant, but to ask, just to ask. No question is stupid when you're beginning to learn some serious stuff. So just ask, ask, and ask. Be persistent about that and find all openings they have to learn something. Go for one, go for another, and just say them, I need some time to learn it. Be with me at that time, however, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but be with me so I can learn that properly. And after that, if I'm ready for it, and you and me will know if I'm for that job or not. But I couldn't say that at that point of time.
Yeah, understood. Okay, so my question here is, when was the perfect moment for you to say enough? I quit.
When the first bad stuff was happening to me, not to wait, just not to wait, because how much you're just not you're obeying to them at that point, and they will see it and they will use it against you, and that's not good. You need to just stand and say, hey, it's me we are talking about. I can do this, that, and that, and that. But after that, I will now go. I will not. So you need to have some, how you say, you have to have a line which you don't want to cross. Tolerance. But just to know to say it's okay to say no, and it's enough. I'm here to learn, I'm here to work, but that's it. And I will work my workload, not yours. So I think that's good to know.
That is awesome. So now you are at the beginning of your career and you are talking to people exactly at the same age. What would be your main pieces of advice, your main recommendations for them?
When they are sick, their jobs, especially the first ones, that they have in mind when seeing and hearing about those companies that the fluctuation of workers is very high, that something is there that is not good to work there, because everyone goes, will come in and will quit. So just to be careful about choosing, and especially the first jobs, and to really know that their health is much more important than the job they are doing, to know that they have to they need to have that line that they don't want to cross over, and they can ask every question they have at that point of learning, because it's okay to ask. By asking, they will receive answers, and they will learn really how to do it at appropriate way. So just to go for that, not to be reserved and shy, just ask, and that's okay.
You've been more than courageous, more than inspiring and guiding, Aleksandra. I thank you so much for that indeed.
Thank you very much for this conversation.